If you have a tiny dining area like we do, I am going to show you 10 space-saving designer hacks that will make it look larger and more updated. If you love to live an upscale lifestyle on a downsized budget, I am here for you at Skip to My Life. Well, I'm Shannon, and today I am inviting you into our dining area in our small 1,100 square foot rental. Now, this area was just no longer working well for us for many reasons. One of them was that it had become really cluttered with multi-purpose use. We have 2 long-haired dachshunds, which you will meet during this episode, and we keep their dog food supplies here as well. When my husband comes home from work, he deposits everything on that right-hand corner of our dining room table. My first tip for you is to really assess the space as you are using it and see what has become outdated or is no longer working. In addition, check out what you can and cannot change. Now, I'm not a big fan of the dark grout in this flooring, but we rent this space, so there's not much I can do about it, and I'm going to focus on other things. My second tip in making your small space look bigger and more decor friendly is to give it a really deep and thorough clean. Now, that includes taking everything out of the space, and in my case, I had some dings in the walls that I needed to repair. Now, we have some paint that matches the paint color on these walls. If you have access to that paint color without having to totally repaint, I recommend that you do a few touch-ups at this stage. To be honest, it's really difficult to assess your space without removing everything. And we think in our mind's eye, oh, if I just change this or I just change that, it's going to make a whole new space. But I find that when you remove everything and get a really fresh start, you often become more inspired. By far the easiest and least expensive hack to open up a small space is to change the wall color from dark or a focal point wall to all neutral light colored paint. If you're new to Skip to My Life, a great big welcome. I am so glad we found each other. Comment below and let me know if you will be trying any of the ideas I'm talking about today. And if you're getting some inspiration, don't forget to click that like. Now, I promise you that I have cleaned these baseboards, but something about removing everything and getting my magic eraser out, getting down there and really scrubbing it well, brightened up those baseboards and made my space seem more fresh, clean, and open. Now it's time to give that tile a really deep clean with my steam mop. I did put down some Mr. Clean fluid first just to make sure that we got an extra clean and fresh smelling floor. Once everything is really clean and I have done those paint touch-ups, it's time to figure out what kind of furniture we need in the space to really make it function well. Well, my husband and I have downsized from a 6-bedroom McMansion to a tiny 3-bedroom love cottage once our kids were grown and flown, and we had just brought the table with us that we had in our very large home. Now, it did fit, but it just was not functioning well. So I finally decided to go all in and purchase a new table. It is completely different from our last one. I am going to link to it below, and you will see me unboxing it. Yes, we did have to put this together, and it is a totally different configuration with benches instead of chairs. So once I got that out of the box, I thought, oh my goodness, this is going to be way too small because it was just such a shock from what we were used to. But I'm going to show you how we made it work and ended up loving it. Well, I'm outside my favorite thrift store, so let's go inside and hunt around and see if we can find some special items for the new dining nook. Well, I am on the hunt in the furniture section of my thrift store to find an occasional table my husband can use to empty his pockets and put his mail and papers, as well as a little mirror that he can use to get ready in the morning. Now, one of the tips and hacks I'm going to tell you for small spaces is to make sure that you incorporate reflective surfaces like this mirror that I'm showing you. Keep watching and I will show you how this mirror is not only functional, but its reflective surface doubles the appearance of our small dining area. Well, after looking at a lot of small tables, I finally found the winner, and it was this really dark black piece. Now, when you're looking at thrift stores, you have to look past the surface appearance to the line and function and sturdiness of the piece you're purchasing. Another tip to make your dining area look so much bigger is to choose a window covering like this Roman shade that almost exactly matches the color of the paint on your wall. Contrasting patterns, stripes, and florals and window coverings are really dated, but they also cut that space in half. Lately, I've been using my handheld steamer to clean windows and mirrors, and it makes the job so much easier. Plus, I'm saving lots of money on window cleaner. I just steam the glass and then wipe it with a microfiber cloth, and it is done with no streaks or residue. One of the biggest culprits in making small spaces look even smaller is hanging your curtains and art too low. Hanging those curtains at least a foot above the window pane will trick the eye into thinking that those ceilings are even higher, and they can open up the space so much. After I had attached my curtain bracket to the wall, all I needed was a PVC pipe at the top and a PVC pipe in that little slit. I rolled it up, I used those tabs to tie it, and then I just tucked them underneath, and look at the streamline effect of this Roman shade for just $5.50. Now, many people don't believe this next hack I'm going to share with you until they see it, but in a small dining area, choose a very large statement piece of artwork to make that area look so much bigger. I had these 3 geometric panels that I purchased at an estate sale for about $20, which I thought was a great deal. And when I hung them together, they appeared like one large piece of art. And together they just really define the space, and to me it feels like a little bistro eat-in area. I knew that we needed a really practical flooring solution since this area is so high traffic, and I picked up this machine washable area rug at Walmart. It was very reasonable compared to competitors of the same type, and I did wash and dry it. It came out really well, and I know that I will be washing and drying this a lot, so I felt like it was a great value. Well, now we have the stage set for our table, and before we put that together, I wanted to transform the black iron legs into a really light color that went a little bit better with our walls and decor. So I spray painted them with an automotive gray primer and then followed that with a tan spray paint over the top. The original vision I had for this area was a breakfast nook, and I wanted to arrange those benches to make that little nook, but we've also used several different configurations of this set, and it is so light and easy to move that it's going to be really practical for us. Here's our new little dog station with our dog food container and bowls, and here's Miss Bella posing for you. And let me tell you that she has become quite the diva with the camera. Whenever she sees me filming, I find her popping right into the frame and taking a pose. As you've noticed in this video, I love to give shout outs to your fur baby, so if you would like your fur baby to be included, leave their name in the comment section below. Well, now it's time to use a little bit of spray paint to transform that dark black side table into a staging area for my husband. And that's what he calls it. He calls it his staging area, where he puts down all the things from his pockets, his mail, his papers. Let me know if you have someone in your house that does that. Well, this was probably the creation I was most proud of in this project, because who doesn't need an extra mirror just to check themselves before you leave the house? And this way he has everything where he needs it. He knows when it gets set down, I won't be moving it at all. And if company comes, there's a drawer. I can easily hide anything that I need to. As an extra bonus, I was able to fit a crate underneath that's now going to hold our water bottles, and that's going to reduce a lot of clutter in the room. We were keeping those on the floor, so any little areas like this that you can reduce clutter from tables or floors is going to make that room appear so much larger. Well, here is the big reveal, and I cannot tell you how much happier I am with this area. It was well worth the investment in the new table and rug. Not only is it more spacious looking and more streamlined and updated, but it's just an area that we all enjoy spending time in. It is much more practical, and as you can see, I can easily set that table to accommodate 4 people, and it's possible to even hold 6. So let me just encourage you, if you have a small home or a rental space, you can definitely upgrade your dining area. It will help you to feel like entertaining more, and it will just help you to enjoy your space more. So consider investing just a little bit of time and a little bit of your resources to make this upgrade. My dear friend, if you are still with me, I have a special message for you, and that is today is not the end of your story. So do not give up. No matter what today has held for you, you are not finished yet. So keep putting one foot in front of the other. And until the next time we see each other, this is Shannon from Skip to My Life.